Formulas and calculations. In the last lesson, we learned how to create and format an Excel sheet, but now it's time to make Excel actually do the work for us. In this lesson, we're going to learn formulas, basic calculations, sum, average, max, min, count, percentages, and finally, how to automatically copy formulas down our entire sheet. So let's start with the most important thing. What exactly is an Excel formula? A formula is basically an instruction that tells Excel what calculation we want it to perform. One important thing to remember is that Excel formulas usually start with an equal sign. Here we're telling Excel to add 10 and 20, and Excel gives us the result, 30. Now let's look at some basic calculations. Basic math. Excel can perform all the basic mathematical operations for us. Plus is addition, minus is subtraction, the asterisk is multiplication, and the slash is division. But here's where Excel becomes much more useful. Instead of typing the actual numbers, we can tell Excel to use the values inside our cells. Cell references. This is called a cell reference. Instead of typing the number 85 manually, I'm telling Excel to look at cell B2 and use whatever value is there. And now we can use cell references to perform calculations. B2 contains 85, C2 contains 78, so Excel adds those two values and gives us 163. And this is why cell references are so useful. If I change the original value, Excel automatically updates the calculation. Sum. Now, instead of manually adding math, English and science, we can use the sum function. Sum simply adds all the numbers inside the range we give it. Here I'm telling Excel to add everything from B2 through D2, and Excel gives us the total, 255. Average. Next, let's calculate the average of these three subjects. For that, we can use the average function. Just like sum, we're selecting the range from B2 to D2, and Excel calculates the average for us. So instead of calculating the average manually, Excel does it instantly. Max is used when we want to find the highest number in a range. So in this case, Excel looks at the three marks and gives us the highest value, 92. Min is basically the opposite of max. It gives us the smallest value in our selected range. So here, the lowest mark is 78. Count tells us how many cells in our selected range contain numbers. Since we have three subjects with marks, the result is 3. And remember, count counts numbers, not the actual values. Percentage. Now let's calculate a percentage. First, we divide the marks obtained by the maximum marks. Excel gives us 0.85, but we don't want to show it like that. So we can simply click the percentage button, and Excel converts it into 85%. This is also why formatting is important in Excel. The underlying value is the same, but we can change how Excel displays it. Autofill formulas. Now, here's one of my favorite Excel features. We already created the formula for one student, but we don't need to type it 4 times. Simply grab this little square in the bottom right corner of the cell and drag it down. Excel automatically adjusts the cell references for each row, and we can do exactly the same thing with our average formula. Final recap. And that's it. You now know how Excel formulas work, how to perform basic calculations, use cell references, calculate totals and averages, find the highest and lowest values, count numbers, calculate percentages, and automatically fill formulas. In the next lesson, we'll learn how to sort, filter, and organize large amounts of data in Excel.